Hello, my gorgeous empresses and handsome emperors. I hope you're doing fabulous today, my darlings. I hope you're enjoying the sunshine. If it's sunny where you are, I just have to block the light out while I'm doing this for the glare. So, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much if you're returning. I love you, my darlings. Thank you so much for all your love. I do appreciate you so much. And if you're new here, do subscribe to my Ko-fi page. The link for that is in the description box, and the other half of this reading is going to be there. Also, I'm open for personal readings, and the link for that is also in the description box. This is a collective reading. It's not going to resonate for everyone. And yeah, I mean, if it does resonate, you know, do share and comment and let me know how it resonates for you. I love hearing from you, my darlings. So we're going to see what Spirit have for you today. What does a collective need to know today? Just bear in mind I'm reading this from a feminine perspective, but just switch the roles if you're a masculine watching. What does a collective need to know today? So we've got the distorted feminine and maturity. Okay. Spiritual maturity. Wow. So I feel like this is speaking about moving from one level of being and a way of being to another. This is talking about maturing. This is talking about all the healing that you've been going through. You've been very guided, whoever this reading is for, very, very guided. If you look at the spirit overseeing this person, almost telling them what to write or just looking over. I feel like they're looking over this person and agreeing. I feel like Spirit are proud of you. I feel like you've come a long way. I feel like you've been listening to your guidance. I feel at one point you were in a terrible position. You were going through something horrific here where you reached up and asked for help from the divine, God, your angels, whatever it is you believe in. And I feel like you got it and you started listening. And this has led you on this long winding path. And you have achieved spiritual maturity here. You're leaving distortions behind. You've worked on your weaknesses and you've ascended them, I'm feeling. I'm not saying you're there. We're never really there, are we? But this is like ongoing. Grab a coffee and relax. Yeah, I feel like you've come a long way. I feel like you've been through a lot, like not normal. Let's just put it that way. I mean, I only read for empresses and emperors anyway. So this is like describing, you know, your journey, your path here, that you've got a lot of wisdom now. And this is because you sought guidance from your guides, from Spirit. And this is what is leading you. You're very, very guided, whoever this reading's for. Love. I just had that click as well. Yeah, because I feel like you do actually live from your heart. You live from your heart space and you listen to your heart wisdom. The heart is the voice box of the soul. So that's beautiful, my darlings. So congratulations. But yeah, it's been a long winding path. You know, you're still on it. But you're not where you were. You're not where you were, where you used to be. You know, I would say even if you went back 5 years, because you started listening, you found someone put you in a hole here. You found yourself in a hole that someone else had dug for you. Yeah, the sun. Mehiel. I can't pronounce these names. Mehiel. Restoration of life. Protection from adversaries and wild beasts. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know, I feel like you've had to fight many battles here. Many demons in the flesh. Many soulless beings that have come up against you. You have completely reformed your life, whoever this reading is for. You've restored yourself back to your divine blueprint. You're back on your path. Whoever this reading's for, you're back on your spiritual path. Something or someone took you off your path at some point here, and you found yourself surrounded by ruin. I don't feel like this was you, but what I do feel is that it was part of your path for you to grow, for you to go into this chrysalis and come out the butterfly. And this is because while you were in this chrysalis, Spirit were talking to you. Spirit were talking to you and guiding you, and you were putting it into practice. This person's writing, you put into practice what you were guided to do, and it has led you places here. You've leveled up consciously. But you are protected. You have an angel here protecting you from your haters, from adversaries, from wild beasts. I'm feeling like a phoenix energy. Like you could have had many rebirths in your life. I feel like you always pick yourself up and carry on wiser and continue on your path. I feel like your path is important to you. But you've been distracted from it at some point here. I feel like you abandoned yourself at some point through love for someone else or something else. And Spirit brought your focus and attention back to yourself and your growth and your path. Oh my goodness. Bamia. Alchemy and transformation. Rules natural events. Helps with spiritual progress. I cannot make this up. So you've got two angels here that are helping you and guiding you and protecting you with your alchemy, with the alchemy of you, the alchemy of yourself, bringing you back into alignment with your divine blueprint and your purpose. Spirit could have given you your soul purpose here. I feel like you're doing it, or I feel like you wanna. You might be looking into it at this time, and you might be heavily focused on it. And Spirit are wanting you to do this. They're wanting you to focus on your path, because this is going to bring more leveling up. This is going to bring more spiritual maturity, more wisdom. You know, you might have felt very, very, very alone when you were going through this transformation and right before it. But Spirit were always with you. Your angels, your guides were always with you, because this was your path. This was your pathway to go through the things you went through. Wow. It's beautiful. I love it. What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? You knew, I'm hearing, you knew that the only way out was through Spirit. This is what I'm hearing. You knew the only way out was to reach up. Jeez. So we've got Libra. That's my rising sign. I bring harmony to my surroundings. So I feel like who you are, you have a very, very big energy. I feel like you are somebody who is naturally peaceful. You naturally seek harmony. You are a harmonic being. You might love nature here. You might enjoy going into nature. That might be your form of meditation. That might be where you receive guidance. You like beautiful flowers, trees, water, nature, birds, animals. I feel like wherever you go, you bring harmony to your surroundings. It says it on this card. And there's a strong feeling of your energy impacting wherever you go here. That's beautiful, my darlings. Full moon. I am celebrating my unique self. Yeah. So I feel like the further you've gone on this journey, the more you've become you. I feel like you've let go of old parts of yourself that were no longer serving you. You know, you may have thanked those parts of yourself and left them behind, or I just feel like you've become more unique, you've become more yourself, you've become more confident in expressing who you are, how you feel. You know, you're free. This is how you're freeing yourself from the matrix, from other people's judgments of you, of who they think you should be. You know, I feel like you are your own person. And I feel like this is important to you as well. And I feel like the people that love you because you are different, because you are unique, because you are not afraid to be who you truly are. You know, you may have had a lot of judgments from others with regards to this, but I feel like you've just carried on anyway, because it's you that's living your life, not them. Cancer, I surrender to the flow. Yeah, so I feel like at some point you handed yourself over to Spirit, God, your angels, and to the flow of the universe, and stopped working against it. At some point you were going against it. Possibly because of what you thought you wanted. Now I feel like what you thought you wanted is not what you want, and I feel like you want very different things from life. And I feel like you discovered these wants that you want for your life through following Spirit, and by your eyes being opened more to what it was you thought you wanted, which I don't feel you want now. I feel like you have a much wider perspective on life. And I feel like the things that you want are very different now to the things that you used to want. Just even down to like the type of person that you will have in your life. I don't know which cards I want to go for. Let's go for these, because these are good. What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? I feel like you're wise beyond your years, no matter what age you are. I feel like you've got wisdom beyond your age. Emotions. Look deep within your emotions. You've healed a lot of wounding, ancestral patterns. Yeah, Spirit is saying that you are remarkable. Spirit is celebrating you here. Spirit admire you for everything you've been through. I feel like it's not normal. This reading is not going to resonate for everyone. I feel like this reading is for an earth angel. And I feel like what you went through is so much more than the average person, you know. I feel like the level of consciousness that you've achieved through everything you've gone through is remarkable. I feel like the trials, tests and tribulations that have tested your spirit and your heart are remarkable, what you have overcome and gone through. And I feel like, you know, a lot of people admire you. Spirit admire you for what you've been through, because I feel like you are a very emotional being. And I feel like it's been a lot, because I feel like, you know, you're very empathic, you're very intuitive, and you feel everything sort of 20 million times stronger because of this, because you are prepared to be authentic and real, and to allow yourself to feel what you feel, which is a very brave thing, you know, to do that. And yeah, you know, that's true bravery, definitely. Temptation, okay. So we've got temptation and moment. What's this talking about, please, Spirit? Temptation and moment. Temptation and moment. Embrace. With embrace, I feel like you have embraced. You've realised that the path that you were on wasn't necessarily your path. And I feel like you surrendered to your path. I feel like you've had a lot of temptations to take you off your path. A lot of moments of temptation. You could be having another one approaching here. You could be involved with a past life soul connection at this time, or you could have met one. I feel like you are going to be with a past life soul connection here. And I feel like you're going to embrace it, and you're going to realize that this is your destiny. And, you know, a divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. So because you are going to refrain from temptation, because you have been tested here, you have been tested, you are being tested all the time, I feel. You have moments of temptation. And I feel like because you refrain from these moments of temptation and you do not allow yourself to indulge in this, because you refrain, there's so much growth and power in that moment of refrain. It like levels you up. And this is what people don't realize. You know, you can have a full day of discipline and then 1 week moment of temptation, where something that is not good for you at all, or where spirit are testing you with something, and it takes seconds, it takes a moment here. And I feel like when those come, I feel like you refrain immediately. And this is where you get your rewards. I feel like for most people will just succumb to these moments in their life and potentially just think nothing of them. But I'm seeing you walking on a tightrope here. You will not be distracted. You will not fall for these moments of temptation. Because you have refrained from this, and because you are remaining self-disciplined and sticking to your path that you have chosen, I feel like you have been brought you're being brought this beautiful divine counterpart, past life soul connection. And I feel like you're ready to embrace this now. And this is the only thing that you're prepared to embrace. This is what I'm feeling. You know, you are someone who's very guided with synchronicity here. You do get strong signs from the universe, messages, you know, could be in a song. It could be, there's so many. The universe is always speaking to us. And this is how you've been brought this person. I can't make this up. Signs. You know, I feel like you're following the signs. You know, you're going along your path. You're having moments of temptation, you know. This could be in the form of people that approach you, you know, that just appear from nowhere to tempt you off your path. This could also be to do with your health, your eating habits. You know, I feel like you're being tested a lot, and I feel like you're passing every single one. I feel like you're not allowing your head to be turned. You're not indulging in this temptation. Because you're following the signs of the universe and you're embracing what it is bringing you, and it is bringing you through synchronicity and signs this beautiful past life soul connection. I feel like you know the difference between between signs, universal signs, and temptations, because until you are spiritually mature, you will mistake temptation for a sign. I feel like this is what Spirit wanted me to get to here. But I feel like you know the difference now. Very subtle difference, but you know it. Commitment, yeah. I feel like you're committed to your path. I feel like you're committed to this path of self-discipline, this path that you have chosen, and you're not going to allow any distractions into your field with commitment here. You could be about to be committed to somebody here. You could be getting engaged, or you could just be entering into a connection. You understand that it says here, commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship. So I feel like you know this. I feel like you know that the person you choose needs to be just as self-disciplined and committed as you are. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time. So you're wanting someone who has also realised the same things that you've realised in life. And somebody who is going to be, you know, showing up for you 100%, committed to you as you are to them. And I feel like this is what's coming forward for you now. I feel like this person that you're going to be moving forward with here has been going through similar things. Now, when you get with this person and you talk to this person, you may have experienced some very similar things together separately before you meet. You've learned the same lesson. Some of your situations could have been very similar. Some could have been very different, but you were learning the same lesson. I feel like this is what you're gonna be talking about with this person, how you've learned what you've learned and how you've learned it, and the level of perception and perspective and wisdom that you have gained from it as to now how you see things and how you go about life as a whole. You know, and I feel like this person you know, wasn't ready for you yet, and you weren't ready for this person because you were still going through these trials and tests and tribulations, and you're still both being tested now. You both have moments of temptation, and Spirit are testing you to see if you're going to give in those moments. I feel like this is someone that you connect with in every lifetime. I feel like you both come here to learn from others before you come together, because I feel really strongly like this could be your twin flame or a very high level soulmate. And I feel like you could not hurt each other. I feel like you would not be able to hurt this person. And I feel like this person would not be able to hurt you. And therefore, this is why you couldn't meet this person until now. Because I feel like if you had met prior, you would not have learned those lessons, because you wouldn't, you know, I feel like you've been with some people who were not very nice. Let's just put it like that. People who didn't mind hurting you. But this person isn't gonna. This person is someone who is not going to be able to hurt you like you are not able to hurt this person. And I feel like now you're ready for each other. I hope this is making sense. So we've got tested and clarity. I feel like you know that you've been tested. You know when you're being tested. You could be about to have another test here. Take time to think about your situation to gain clarity. I feel like you are about to be tested, or you could be currently being tested. Your strengths and your weaknesses. Coming right up under temptation, a moment here. You know, I feel like these temptations are dressed up very nice. They're wrapped up in beautiful boxes, as it were. But I feel like you have clarity on them. I feel like you see behind the box, the pretty wrapping. But I do feel like they are quite harsh tests, or this is going to be. I feel like you are someone who remembers what you have, how far you've come and what you've got when these tests appear. You might for a split second think about it before you remember and have clarity. Yeah, so this is leading to marriage here. This is going to lead to your union, because you are beginning to recognize when a test appears in front of you. And I feel like it's always when you least expect it, which is the best time for Spirit to test us, let's be honest. But I feel like when you least expect it, you are lulled into a false sense of security in a situation based for your learning here. This could be to do with attraction. Yeah. So this could be set up very, very attractively to you. You know, this could be simple as seeing somebody out in the street, or and not feeding that. This could be like going to your local supermarket and your favorite, most naughtiest indulgence food is like on offer. And I'm not saying, you know, that we should never eat that food. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is I feel like Spirit really do tempt you and test you here. But because you are refraining from this, because you now have clarity when these things appear in your world quite suddenly, these moments, because you're refraining from them here and you're committed to yourself, because I feel like this is for yourself. This is leading to your union, because this is how you have a union, because our union is within first, and then it shows up on the outer. So the more you are true to yourself and are not distracted by the matrix sweet shop, as it were, I feel like the more you commit to yourself and have this inner union, it's bringing this outer union to you. And I feel like many of you are getting signs and synchronicities from the universe with regards to this union, through this commitment to yourself, from having these moments of temptation and these tests that you now have clarity on. You're going to be with somebody who is just like you. You're going to have a very, very telepathic connection with somebody. And, you know, you're going to be responsible for your unified field, both of you. Because I feel like you've been with people and you've had unions with people who were not responsible for your unified field. Because when you come together with someone, you have a unified field. And I feel like past people have let any old shiz into your unified field and sunk it. I feel like this person is someone who's going to also protect this. I just heard something else click there. I love this reading. Whoever this reading's for, it's definitely not going to resonate for everyone. But it's going to resonate for someone. This is beautiful. I feel like you've got clarity, you know where you're heading, even if you don't know where you're going. I feel like you know, you can just feel that you're on the right path for you here. Yeah, so some of you have met this person, they're very reliable and they're choosing you. Or they're gonna, this is what you're working towards, this is what you're moving towards here. Someone who's going to be there for you, someone who's going to have your back, your front, your sides, someone who's going to choose you above these trials, tests, temptations. Someone's going to choose you above it all. Yeah, you are an earth angel. I feel like the person you are with or you have met or you're going to meet is also an earth angel. Spirit is saying if you have options around you, this person is within them now. feel like with Earth Angel and options, you could actually be with anyone. Like anyone would be so happy to have you, but you would not be happy with just anyone. I feel like you need to be with someone who is like you, someone who gets you. Twin flame. You know, you want to be with your person. You want to be with your destined, true beloved, your true soulmate. And this is exactly what you're headed towards here. You're withdrawing from everything that isn't that. With withdrawing here, you're not interested in anything that isn't that. You're not interested in anything that's dressed up as that. Yeah, you are waiting. I can't make this up. You are waiting for someone here. You are waiting for your true beloved. Someone who has no hidden motives. I feel like you find that everyone that you meet has hidden motives underneath. And it always gets revealed to you in the end. And I feel like you don't have any. I feel like you are just genuine and you just genuinely want to have this beautiful twin flame soul connection. And someone who also has no hidden motives. Yeah, Spirit is saying we've got player and past love. You know, this is what you're moving away from, players. You know, the people in your past were just players. There were people that weren't serious. They didn't take themselves seriously. They didn't take their own life seriously. They just want to waste their own time, but also waste yours. And I feel like once you know you have these trials and tests and you become spiritually mature, you know, and you have your proper spiritual awakenings, you realize that there is no time. You don't have time for that. It's like suddenly there isn't enough time to do all the things that you want to do in your life. Right, my darlings, I'm going to take this over to my Ko-fi page and we're going to see what other messages Spirit have for you. So I do hope you join me over there. The link is in the description box. And if this is where I leave you, thank you so much for all your love and all your support. I hope this resonated. Do let me know if it does. Take care. I love you and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.